This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and fire. All right, let's talk about it. Why aren't people being honest about the fact that LeBron James is a Legranpa? Let me say it again.
Go ahead, Nino.
Why aren't people being honest about LeBron James being a Legranpa? You're a grandpa on Team USA. Since when have we ever seen a guy close to 40 years old be the flag bearer, be the best player on the team? It's the things that make you say, It's the things that make you say, But LeBron tards, LBJ apologists, LBJ stands, LBJ riders are going to tell me that I'm hating. No, I'm speaking the obvious truth. Basketball is about out with the old, in with the new. Let me say it again. Out with the old, in with the new. So the new is Anthony Edwards. The league is getting back to the MJ23 KB24 DNA. So let it be. Because it's the ultimate game of basketball. When you have an Anthony Edwards that is impacting a game, even from the bench, 17 points. Imagine if he's starting. We're talking about averaging 30 points per game, stifled by the fact that LeBron James cannot get out of the media, cannot get out of the la scene, cannot get out of the la popularity. The league has passed him. He hasn't won a title since 2020. Please. Can anyone be honest with themselves? Can anyone be cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth-telling fashion and state the la obvious? It's a young man's game. Basketball has always been that. So if that is the case, why are we sitting here and pushing a guy that the NBA has passed? The guy's clearly lost steps. He can't jump as high. He's not as profitable. Anything under a championship is less than la civilized. Let me say it again. Anything less than a championship is less than and it's la civilized. So if that is true, which it is, and that is factual, which it is, so what are we arguing? What are we going against here? Why are we sitting here and telling ourselves that a guy of this magnitude, a guy of this proportion, can still run a team, let alone a world team? Really? A world team? An international team? A team that you can sit there and say is governing basketball at the highest levels? Come on now. We're not going to sit here and say that that is the case. At least I'm not going to say that. The guy's averaging 12 points a game. 12 fucking points a game. But he's better than everybody else. When we got guys that are younger, guys that are better, guys that are fresher, guys that are sharper, that are averaging more points. So why are we going to push him? Why are we going to push this agenda? Well, we know at the end of the day, it's a young man's sport. It's a young man's league. It's a young man's NBA. So if that is the case, and that is true, which it is, why are we getting behind the aspect of a guy who's 40 years old, a guy who basically should have been retired 4 years ago? I feel that every year he plays past 20 years, he's hurting his legacy. Clearly, you're not going to catch up to Kobe. Clearly, you're not going to catch up to Jordan. Clearly, you're not going to catch up to their claim to fame. You got 4 rings, 3 to be honest with you. The bubble title doesn't count. But what else do you have? You haven't been making the playoffs. And when you have been making the playoffs, you've been getting bounced. It seems like you can't play against Denver Nuggets because every time you play against them, you get exposed. The NBA has passed this guy. And anything that we're telling ourselves as it relates to basketball, as it pertains to the sport itself, we're fooling ourselves. I know I'm not fooling myself, but y'all fooling yourselves thinking that this guy is relevant and prevalent when in actuality he's not relevant and he's not prevalent. So you have to ask yourself a cardinal rule. Is he really the flag bearer? Is he really the best player on the team? And if he's not, then I want to hear in the comment section. You tell me. Because I don't want you to get into no drama. I don't want you to get into no nonsense. I just want you to tell me, what do you think? This is He Knows Everything. Check it out.